Hello, this is Mickey from Stoneapp. In this video, we're going to cover how to add customers to Stoneapp. So these fields become your defaults. So if you needed to sort your projects to a specific account manager, salesperson, estimator, or even project manager. A project manager, for instance, can sort activities and things to the projects that they're working on. It makes it nice and convenient for them to see exactly what they should be doing. Once you save the customer, then you'll be able to make modifications to all these items here. And we'll go through these momentarily. So this is where you can add contacts. So this would be like your, if you have a project manager, that your client's project manager, you could add them here and even indicate if they're primary or not. And that will be then defaulted into the quote as the main contact. Here you can add your different price books. So for instance, if you wanted to have a retail or builder price book, you could have that. And then you can assign discounts off of that, and frankly even negative discounts as well, and there are various discount types, and we'll go through that when we get to the discounts training. The logo and terms and conditions is because we have a dealer app, and that allows, let's say this is a kitchen and bath store, that would allow them to have their own logo and sell this project under their own logo, as well as have their own terms and conditions. And we will go through that again in our dealer portal training. For leads, this is going to show you all the transactional data here, leads, quotes, whatever transactions this customer's had. The one thing that is a new feature for us is this credit hold. It is currently a manual item, so you can see credit hold. And let's say they had a $10,000 credit limit, and you would need to recognize that they've exceeded that number and then manually select this credit hold. In the future, we will automate that, but currently it is a manual process. But this shows up on the quote, on the project, so that everybody knows before you make the decision to go ahead and install or go ahead and send them a new quote, you'll know it's on credit hold and can make the right decision there. So we'll now jump back to the customer screen where we see this. And I just wanted to briefly show you where you can set up your discounts for when that applies here. So if you go to your master list, leads and quotes, and job discounts, you can add or adjust any discount you would like. So you can get a feel for what we've added here. These are by no means what you might add for your own, but you can have it for material only, or just sinks, or it applies to everything except material. So you have a variety of ways to add and set up your discounts. So jumping back to the customer field, next we can go to the price books, and you can assign your price book. In this case, we just have the one showing. However, likely you would already be aware of what you have, but you might have retail, you might have kitchen and bath, or whatever types of price books you desire. On here, this is where that discount comes in handy. So from here, you can choose whichever discounts apply to this customer. So whenever you generate a quote, whatever discounts you have applying to this customer, and again, negative discounts as well apply, it would actually default on that quote to that amount. Of course, you could adjust that particular quote if needed, but this becomes the default for this customer. So as mentioned before, we do have that dealer portal, and we'll briefly touch on this, but their logo could be added here for that kitchen and bath store. Also their terms and conditions, just simply copy and paste into here, and that would show up on the terms and conditions when your dealer provides their quote to the customer. So lastly, going back to the customer, this is where you can change the primary account type of the customer. And again, on any given quote, you can adjust this as well. So if a builder does commercial work or something, you can do that as well. We're going to make this ABC Granite builder a builder customer, and we'll save that. And then let's quickly generate a quote. So we could go to find that builder to build this quote, and go to builder, and we'll see our ABC Granite. We could also do a search here. And if I was to click on that, I could create a quote from here. Another way that's likely to be used more frequently by your sales team is to simply be in the quotes as they would be accustomed to. Click on create quote, and then they could select whichever method that they chose here. So if I type in ABC, we will see our ABC Granite, and now we've selected that. They are using that retail price book in this case, but again, that could be pointed. I could change it now, but this is the default. We also have the sales rep, so you would simply go through and put in the specific job information. Just complete the rest of this. We'll save this quote. And now you will see that you already have your ABC Granite. It's going to default in their billing address. You could indicate that this is the main contact for the job. However, you could also see that Mickey is the project manager and make Mickey the main contact for the job. This would then remain the invoice to. Of course, any data that you would have filled out on that other screen would be here, but you could also update it here as well, which is the customer quote information screen here. And you also have access to make adjustments here as well. We covered this in the building of a quote section, but wanted to make sure that you were aware you could do that as you build a quote for a specific customer. So jumping back to the customer screen, simply going to close out this quote, come back to our quote management. Again, you can collapse or expand this, go to customers, and we can search under all. You could also sort, and then you can search minimum of 3 characters to search. And there you go. Pull back up the customer, make any adjustments you need in any of these fields. And that's it. That's how you add and maintain your customer database. The next video will be how to create a quote by drawing.